Hi everybody, I wanted to come back and make one more quick video for you on the Transtheoretical model, which is also called the stages of change. There are 5 stages of change: pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, and maintenance. And then some people will even throw in a 6th stage, which is called termination. So the first stage is pre-contemplation. This is when the person is not ready for change at all. They're unmotivated, they're not ready, they avoid talking about the issue, they avoid reading about it, they don't see a problem, they may feel hopeless, they may be uninformed or underinformed about the consequences of their behaviors or of the consequences of the problem. And if they do go into therapy or get any kind of help, it's because friends or family members pressure them to. So an example of this would be like if someone is smoking and they've smoked all their lives, and people are trying to get them to change, and family members are always nagging them, or when are you going to quit smoking, that kind of thing. And then they finally go and talk to someone that does hypnosis. Hypnotist, yeah, that's the word. So yeah, and I have my notes, so if you see me glancing down, I've been collecting these for quite some time, trying to get you some videos out. So that's pretty much the pre-contemplation stage, where the client is not ready for change in the next 6 months. There's no foreseeable action in the next 6 months. So the second stage is contemplation. This is when the client is getting ready to change, but they have some ambivalence. So they are weighing the pros and cons of changing, but they aren't necessarily ready to change yet, and so they don't. But they're kind of on the fence. So they see the good side and they see the bad side, but they're still leaning more so towards staying how they are, but they just don't like being stuck where they are. So they're getting ready to change. They know the outcome of changing, they know how to get there, they're just not ready to make the change yet. But they are thinking more about the future than they are the past, so that's a positive. People in this stage may be seen as chronic contemplators or behavioral procrastinators. So there's always a label for people, so there are 2 of them if you need to label someone, but these are people who intend to change within the next 6 months, and these people, because of their ambivalence, they tend to stay at the contemplation stage for an extended period of time, because they're always on the fence, like, should I change or should I not? So people in this stage stay at this stage for an extended period of time. So then we have the next stage, which is preparation. This is when the person is ready to change, like very soon, like within the next month or so. And this is when the person is planning to take action. Again, with the example of stopping smoking cigarettes, they may buy the patches or the gum, that kind of thing. They're making the final adjustments to change, but they still need some convincing, because they're still kind of ambivalent about change. So they're still weighing the pros and cons, but they are ready. They may buy like self-help books or go to see a counselor, that kind of thing, but they're getting there. So then the next stage is action, and this is the stage where people have made a change in their lifestyle, their behavior, their surroundings, and you can actually see this. This is a visual change. You can measure this change because you see it. You see that they're not hanging around the same people or doing the same things. They're not doing that same behavior. They're not smoking anymore. If we're going to keep with that example, you may see them eating more instead of smoking. You may see them brushing their teeth often instead of smoking. You may see them eating candy or doing something with their mouth all the time other than smoking, because they are in the active process of action. Okay? And these are changes that you see within the past 6 months. So then the next stage is maintenance. Okay, maintenance is a very important and critical stage because we have to be able to maintain the action, or else we'll relapse and go back to pre-contemplation and contemplation. So it's just like someone who is going through recovery and they're in the sobriety stage. Maintaining sobriety is hard because we don't want to relapse and go back to active using. Same thing. So we don't want to go back to those stages of pre-contemplation and contemplation, going back to those old behaviors. So then there's that last stage I said, termination, and this is when you are 100% self-sufficient, where you're not tempted by that old behavior. There's no going back. No matter how depressed you are, no matter how angry you are, no matter how stressed you are, no matter how upset you are, none of that stuff matters. This is where you don't go back to that behavior no matter what the situation is. And it's hard for people to get to that level of termination. So people are constantly in the maintenance stage, which is probably why they ended there. But there is no end to change. You're constantly at maintenance because you have to maintain that lifestyle, that new lifestyle, so that you don't relapse and go back to pre-contemplation and contemplation. So, stages of change. So if I had an addiction to alcohol and someone wanted me to change, or I wanted to change, I would be in the pre-contemplation stage when I'm not ready to talk about it. I may have gone to like an AA meeting or something because family is pressuring me to go, but I still just don't want to go. I'm not ready to talk about it. It's not something that I want to do. I'm not interested. And then I would be in the contemplation stage when I'm like, okay, well, maybe this isn't so bad after all. Maybe my life would be better. Maybe my health would be better. Maybe I could do more things. Maybe I'll feel better in my body, that kind of thing. So I'm weighing the pros and cons, and I'm weighing those for a long time because I'm like, okay, but I'm so used to drinking, so maybe I should just stick to this because that's what I'm used to. My body is used to it. I don't have to go through any withdrawal symptoms, that kind of thing. But then I'm like, okay, I'm ready though. So then I'm at the preparation stage where I'm like, okay, I'm going to go and talk to a counselor and see what they recommend for me. I'm going to go and get an assessment done. I'm going to see if they can give me any referrals, that kind of thing. So I'm in that preparation stage and I'm ready. Then I take action and I actually go to like a treatment group, or I go to an AA meeting, or I go to, just a detox or rehab or something like that. And then I'm in the maintenance stage whenever I am back at home and I don't drink anymore and I don't go around people that do anymore. And, I kind of stay away from that environment, and I'm maintaining my new sober lifestyle. And then I'm at the termination stage when, I can go around people that are drinking and I can just look at them and be like, you know what, that's not for me. I'm so glad I'm free from that. And, thank God that I am. And, I can be depressed and sad and lonely and I still just don't want to drink. Okay, so hopefully that helps.